Welcome to the NBA Pub Hub, Pub Sports Radio, Friday, May the 13th. Yeah, Friday the 13th. Hopefully that's not a curse on our bets tonight in NBA playoff action. Ian Cameron with Dutch Boy Fresh and Trot Wham on this Friday, ready to break down the two NBA playoff games tonight. We've got Game 6 for both Boston, Milwaukee, and Memphis Golden State. There will be no NBA Pub Hub tomorrow. Obviously, there's no games on Saturday in the association. There's a Game 7 with Dallas and Phoenix on Sunday. And there might be one with Milwaukee, Boston on Sunday as well. So we will be on with you Sunday at 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern time, 10 a.m. Pacific time on Sunday, but we won't be on tomorrow. So just be aware of that. All right, let's get to it. We've got Boston. We've got Milwaukee. We've got a must-win, do-or-die Game 6 for the Boston Celtics on the road at Fiserv Forum in Milwaukee. The Bucks 1.5-point home favorites in this game. The total 212. Pretty much across the board in this one. The Boston Celtics, look, they have only themselves to blame, really. They had a chance to take a 3-2 series lead and have the opportunity to close out this series tonight in Milwaukee, as opposed to having to win a road game just to survive and force a Game 7 in this series. So, it's big-time pressure here for the Boston Celtics tonight. Having said that, they played a really good game for 3 quarters, three and a half quarters, you could say. They played well in Game 5, and the game just got away from them down the stretch. They started turning the ball over. I can't count how many times, guys, that we saw Milwaukee get second, third, fourth chances with rebounds to keep possessions alive down the stretch. They really made the Celtics pay on the glass down the stretch. Give Giannis credit. He got busted up in the eye area, bloody. Late in that game, and yet made a huge critical three-pointer late in the game to really spearhead that Milwaukee comeback. Yeah, Marcus Smart was not good at all late in that game. Too many turnovers, too many mistakes from him. Really, Boston self-inflicted wounds, essentially. Give the Bucks credit for roaring back, but self-inflicted loss by the Celtics. Too many mistakes and losing the battle on the glass. That really hurt them. Some defensive breakdowns as well, uncharacteristic of this Celtics team. I do think they bounce back, though, tonight. They are very good. They have been on an incredible roll off a loss as of late. This Boston Celtics team off a loss has been spectacular. I believe the numbers are 10-2 straight up, 11-1 against the spread the last 12 games off a loss for the Celtics, and that's dating back to the regular season. So that includes the end of the regular season and the playoffs for Boston. They've been very good in this kind of spot. I think we're going to get Game 7 here. The league would love it. A Sunday afternoon at 12:30 Pacific. ABC has that spot clear for a Game 7 broadcast if the Celtics were able to win tonight. I think they will get it done. I think we've seen this team respond before, like they did in Game 4. They lost Game 3 in a heartbreaker, much like they lost Game 5 in a heartbreaker the other night, and they bounced back and they took care of business. They got it done the very next game. I expect Smart, who's a great player, to wipe away, the memories of that Game 5 ending, be better. You know what you're going to get. Look, Tatum's been great. He's going to do his thing. Jaylen Brown, stay out of foul trouble, which he didn't do the last time they played in Milwaukee. I think they'll be fine here, and I think they force a Game 7. I'm on the Celtics here, plus 1.5. You could go money line if you just prefer that for a little more value. The Celtics money line is plus 105 right now, but I think Boston pushes this to Game 7. Dutch, what do you think here? Celtics, Bucks.
Yeah, man. Real quick, salute to the ladies, gents, and D-gents for tuning in. You already know it's all love. Yo, it's Fresh Friday. Be sure to hit that motherfucking like button like I'm hitting this plane of Super Soap. Get you right where you need to be. Yeah, man. I love this one. It's one of my favorites. Big shout out to our girl, Tiffany. I see you. I need money always. I see you, my dude. Paul Trippy. Okay, new name. I see you, my guy. Lucky Power, as always. I see you. Mr. H-Town in the house. Everyone in here, muchly appreciated. Be sure to retweet the video and hit the motherfucking like button. Alfonso Scott, I see you. Big up. Salute, my dude. Yeah, man, I'm the other way, and I feel like I might be, kind of on a solo mission here. I see a lot of love for the Celtics. I think Wham Bam might be fucking with the Leprechauns too, so we'll get to that. But man, I think it's Spirit of Deer, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. And I've been with the C's, bro. I've been rocking with them C's, and I fuck with JB and Tatum and Smart. And my man Bobano said Smart, great. You throwing around that great word, bro. He good, but he ain't great. You know, he could. Now the other guy on the other floor, Holiday, he close to great. You know, but you know, he's like Marcus Smart's like a poor man's Drew Holiday is really what he is. Really, that's what you see here. But he's nice though. I fuck with Marcus Smart. Don't get it twisted. It's just I wouldn't say he's great. But yeah, man, really what it is they got the two alphas, man. They really do. I think Giannis and Drew Holiday, they're two alphas, man. They kind of like man among boys when it comes down to it. You know, you've seen it. You've seen Holiday. He just took that game over late. Giannis has been just punking these fools all series. They really don't have nothing for him. He's been eating. It's obviously going to be about the supporting cast, which I do believe will play better at home. The cast, Connaughton catching that. Just don't even bring his arms down. Just catch and just shoot. It's amazing. It's like some YMCA shit, and it's just splash. Grayson Allen, obviously not a big fan of the Dookie, but I mean, my man can catch fire a little bit, right? But yeah, it's Bobby Portis, our guy Preston in the chat, big Bucks fan. Shout out to our guy Preston. He was right. You know, Bobby Portis, the game prior, he had like fucking the shortest amount of minutes he's had in the playoffs. I was like, what happened to Bobby Portis, right? We've been eating off, dude. And then last game, they put Brooke on the bench, and it was all Bobby Portis. Hit the big three, sets the tone. Shout out to Crazy Eyes, man, because he's doing things, and I'm not mad at the double plus 230. I like that. I'm in a little contest, got a little going with the double, Bobby Portis, and then also Drew Holiday over 21.5. I like that as well. The points on Bobby Portis, I believe, was 11.5, a little juicy, so I'm not going to endorse that. But I think Bobby Portis, they don't really have nothing for him. He's aggressive. He hits that corner three well. Watch the fuck out. Grant Williams has been MIA. What happened to that dude, right? But what it comes down to me, boys, is like I mentioned, the two alphas, and then I simply believe they choked this series away. That was an epic fail. Up 14 in the fourth quarter at home, -7 hundo, and you lose. You choked the fucking game away. That wasn't the first time. The first time they did this in Beantown. They did that. They got punked in game one, if we remember. So Milwaukee has shown to me simply, and I didn't want to believe it without Middleton, but they've shown that they're the better team. And I believe Drew Holiday and Greek the motherfucking Freak will get it done tonight. How you feeling, Wampere?
I don't think they were the better team last game. I think they just came down the stretch and were the better team down the stretch, and that showed, you know, a lot of resilience. I think it was some foolish things on the coaching staff too for allowing them to give Marcus Smart the last two possessions, pretty much ice the game with just him, and they didn't even give themselves a chance there. But they were winning, you know, 3.5 quarters in that last game. I was expecting them to come out and win. My whole thing was just sweating the 30 points with Jason Tatum. So once he got that, I thought it was pretty much cooked. They're up 14 points towards the end of the game. But I believe that the best team is the Celtics, bro. We can't stop. It's only right, man. Like without Chris Middleton, they're not good that much on the perimeter defensively. It's only one guy that you really fear is Drew Holiday. Outside of that, they're fucking attacking the shit out of Grayson Allen. I'm sure you guys have seen it. He's in pretty much every pick and roll action. They're trying to get him in those spots, and he's going to probably be in this game as well. So I think it's going to be more so about the team that's going to be shooting the best and playing the best defense. And I think from top to bottom, you're going to get Boston, like Ian said, off of a loss, knowing that they pissed this game away just like they did. They can make it even better of a chance for themselves, make themselves the favorite going back to the house and send this shit back to Boston. So I think that will be the mindset of this team that's already shown as far as the three guys that's consistent on this team, as far as Smart and the two J's, Jalen and Jason. Both of those, all three of those guys, they've been in these type of positions before. They've been forced game sevens before. They done been through this spot. So I believe that they're going to show up. I think Jason Tatum shows out, have a historic type day. I think Giannis does go off. But again, he had to hit 40 points, and then you have to have Drew Holiday who have 22 for them to be able to pull that game out. And towards the end, it was big threes for both of those guys who not are characteristically clutch shooters and down the stretch. So those things have to happen along with a steal and a block for them to be able to pull that off. I think it's not going to happen again today. And like my guy said, it's Friday the fucking 13th. Who they going to bring out there? My boy, my guy, Scotty Foster. He out there, but he's not the only one that you should be looking out for, bro. It's going to be the other dude, Eric Lewis. 14 consecutive wins Boston has when he's officiating the game. So give me Boston, man. I'm taking the money line, bro.
Like, how do you not look at that and see Eric Lewis, and you mentioned that stat, 14 straight wins for the Boston Celtics when he referees one of their games. How do you not look at that and say the NBA is setting this up to get this to Game 7? Like, how do you, like, really? I mean, it's hard to ignore that. Like, really, 14 straight that Boston's won with this guy, and he just happens to be officiating tonight in a game 6 that the Celtics need to get to game 7. Come on. That's purely a coincidence? Really?
Come on now. And they already have the time for Sunday, 12:30 Pacific Standard Time. Like, wow.
That's just, it feels too obvious like they're trying to get this to 7. That's why it doesn't mean it will, because the Bucks could just play at such a high level that they overcome the debauchery from the officials tonight in this game. But that's a big if. And that's what it's going to take for Milwaukee.
Yeah, I won't be shocked if this game goes back to Beantown 7. I just think the Celtics had their chances. They gave it up. I think it's an epic fail. And I've kind of shown a little. I don't know if they have the fortitude. Like, I know Marcus Smart's a pit bull, but I don't know. They seem to kind of play a little tight, press a little, not just Tatum, but kind of on down the team. And really what I noticed a little bit, just to follow up real quick, is I know we talked about this, and I've, said shouts about Marcus, about him not being a true point guard. And, my man Wham Bam and Skee, beg to differ. But, and I know he does fill up the assist. But let's be honest, you could tell that the Celtics are missing. They need a point guard. Marcus Smart ain't a point guard. When it comes down to half court running the show, he's not the guy you want. Look what he did last night.
It wasn't pretty. That wasn't pretty.
You know what I'm saying? Let's be honest. Give the ball to JB or Tatum, right? You don't want it in Marcus Smart's hand. You want it in Drew. You want it in your true point guard's hands. So that's where I want to touch on a little bit. I think they could get a point guard and they could be over the top. That's one thing I believe they're missing. But that don't mean they're not going to take it back to B-Town. But I believe they had the chances, and fear the deer, it will be tonight. But we'll see. It'll be a great game.
Yeah, definitely. It should be. There's been an interesting series. Certainly you can't argue with the drama in the fourth quarter of the last 2 games. Boston roared back to beat Milwaukee fourth quarter in Game 4, and Milwaukee returned the favor in Game 5. So probably going to see another pretty close, exciting finish tonight. It wouldn't surprise me here in Game 6 with the Bucks and the Celtics. All right, next up here we've got Dallas. Or it's not Dallas and Phoenix. We've got Memphis and Golden State. We've got Game 6 of this series here between these two teams. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm ready.
Shout out to the true alpha, though, my guy.
It's all good. It's all good.
I'm mad that you didn't get the book. I wanted him to get your points, but the alpha.
He had to rally at the end too. He had to rally at the end. But it wasn't enough. It's all good. They was trapping them when I seen them that they was trapping them. I was like, oh yeah, it's not looking good already.
The Suns they're a different team in Dallas. So this is weird, bro. But yeah, that was unfortunate with Book.
I mean, the Suns are still in good shape, but don't the fact they let Dallas hang around for a Game 7 is a little unsettling if I'm a Suns fan. I mean, obviously, I think they're going to win in Game 7 at home, but I think that's still
the NBA. Now was the one when they really wanted Game 7. They want Luka, believe me, on a motherfucking Sunday. That's what they really want. Believe that.
Yeah. Luka on a Sunday. They're going to get Luka on a Sunday. All right, Memphis and Golden State. We've got Golden State 7.5, 8-point home favorites, 218 the total in this one. It looks like it's one of those games where they're begging you to take Memphis because we just saw Memphis look so good, right? And Memphis ended up, blowing out Golden State. Golden State packed it in. Once they fell behind, they said, hey, fuck it, it's over. We'll just regroup for Game 6 at home. That was clear. That's what was going on in that game. It feels like Golden State's going to smack them down. And I know Durrell was on our show with us yesterday, as he is every Thursday, and he said it right there. This is going to be a smackdown waiting to happen for Golden State off one of the true most embarrassing performances in the playoffs, probably in Golden State franchise history. I'd have to think so. Down by as much as 50 at one point, actually 39, which ended up being the final margin, actually was flattering. It was actually flattering to Golden State that they lost by 39 points in Game 5. That's how bad that game was for them and embarrassing it was. Expect them to be better, though, here in this game tonight. They did, of course, beat Memphis twice at the house in Game 3 and in Game 4, although they did not cover in Game 4. But they're coming off one of these truly horrendous performances that you would think is going to have them chomping at the bit, wanting to respond here in this one. And look, the Grizzlies, they shot an insane percentage, 48%, 43, almost 44 from 3-point range. And the lead just kept on building and building and building. But I said, and I like Memphis in game 5. I think they can get some good performances from everybody. And they literally got good performances from everybody in the absence of John Morant. Jaren Jackson with 21, Tyus Jones with 21, Desmond Bane 21. You got Dylan Brooks with 12, Zaire Williams with 11, DeAnthony Melton with 10. I mean, everybody got in on the act for Memphis in game 5. But you would think here it's going to be a better defensive effort from the Golden State Warriors. I mean, this team does take pride in playing defense, and 134 allowed and 47 of 99 shooting. You know they're definitely going to have some a better defensive effort. Here's the one concern, though. You know, we're laying 8. It's a steep number. And rebounding continues to be my main worry for Golden State. It really does. Who's their one guy that's definitely going to be the guy that's going to grab a lot of boards for you? Draymond Green, no question. But, you know, they got absolutely killed on the glass in game 5. And it makes me wonder that Taylor Jenkins, the coach who made a nice adjustment, he said, we're going to send everybody to the glass to get these rebounds. And we're going to dare Golden State, who doesn't have much height, who doesn't have much size, who doesn't have much rebounding prowess outside of Draymond Green, to outfight us in the paint for these rebounds. And they just completely obliterated Golden State in game 5 using that strategy. Plus 18 on the glass, 55-37. For Memphis. That's the one issue that does concern me about laying the points, is that if Golden State's not going to shore that up, and they're going to let Memphis have second, third, fourth, fifth looks at the basket, and, you know, Steven Adams and company are going to completely own them, you know, in terms of getting those loose balls, that's what could keep Memphis in this game and keep them afloat and maybe give them a shot to shock the Warriors and send this back to Memphis for game 7. I don't think that's going to happen, because I think Golden State's going to shoot better. They're going to play a lot better one-on-one. You know, they're going to play much better defense, but they've got to close out the possession. They have to do that. And that's where the rebounding concerns come from. Look, Memphis can flat out, I think, potentially, if it whip them on the glass, if Golden State doesn't shore that up tonight. So that's going to be the end, the concern here for me with Golden State. So yeah, I do like Golden State first half full game. I'm sticking to it. I am in this game. I think the first half might even be better than the full game, because the first 24 minutes after that debacle, you got to think the Warriors are dialed in, ready to go, ready to show that game 5 was an anomaly. This ain't going to happen again. So I like the first half especially. Smaller bet for me on the full game as well with Golden State. So that's Golden State first half is -4.5, full game -7.5, -8. But I am worried about those rebounding issues for Golden State. It's the one thing that could keep Memphis in this game. Wham, what do you think? Memphis, Golden State.
Yeah, you know what? I think we seen it clear that Golden State mailed it in, even though they came out with the whoop that trick shit, a quote, which I still haven't heard the audio there, so I kind of don't believe it. It's just we're all running with it. But as long as soon as they came out with that, and not come out as far as with any type of urgency to close them out in that game, and you see your boy Andrew Wiggins, who would be helping on those boards for them, only getting 19 minutes. They obviously didn't really think that was a game that they hadn't reached. They lost in that first half, you know what I mean? So it's pretty much over at that point. I think that the coming back to the house with the nice shiny arena, having your fans back in there, getting some more money revenue wise, I think that's the best way to show that we mean business. We're trying to win this year. And they come out here and just smack the shit out of this Memphis team who played over their head last game. I mean, Tyrus Jones, for example, I mean, I don't expect him to do that again. I would expect him to be a productive player for sure in this game. I just don't expect him to do what he did last game. And then as far as these other guys on the boards, I do think that Jaren Jackson Jr. just has the mismatch. He's going to continue to eat. That's a good way to prop side. If I was to be leaning anything on Memphis side, I would be looking towards Jaren Jackson Jr. I just think Golden State at the house, like our guy Skee said, no way to go against them now at this point. And then at this rate, just like Daryl said as well, this should just be a clear Bay Area, Smack City, you know, a whole lot of celebrations at third quarter. This shit looks pretty comfortable. And then they know that they are going to at least go up against an opponent in the next round that's going to be pushed toward Game 7. You want to close this game out. You don't want to have to deal with that same type of, not having the rest advantage, I would say. So I think they want to close this dead dog, which is the Memphis Grizzlies. We thought they were going to be done with last game. I think they definitely going to get smacked up this game. The odds makers are showing us as well, being that this is a big spread. So give me the 8 with Golden State. I like that look a lot. I think they come out and smack them up by 25.
By 25. Wow, that's put the beat down on, says Wham tonight for the Warriors. Dutch, how are you feeling here, Grizz Warriors?
Yeah, man, I'm with that, Wham Bam. I'm with that. Yeah, big shout out to our guy Nets Bets. I see you, my dude. Yeah, man, I know you on the Celtics, bro, but from what I've seen, man, I don't know. I got to go with what I see. Steph Brusco, I see you, my guy. Yeah, fuck, there's a lot of names I was gonna shout out in chat, but I'm loaded. I forgot all of them already. My fault. But yeah, hit that motherfucking like button though, because we got 200 y'all motherfuckers in here, and we ain't even hit the hundo yet. So whoever, and I don't think Big Show's back there. So if one of y'all motherfuckers could post these chats, and Skee, the producer's not here. Shout out to our guy with a little bit of other arrangements
No,
tonight.
I'll take over. Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah, post
there we go.
post some chat so I can see these motherfuckers. I appreciate you. Star Child, I see you, my guy. Shout out. Yeah, what was I gonna say about? Oh, somebody asked about the WNBA. Since Skee ain't here today, I'm gonna be the nice guy. I'm gonna tell you, if you don't follow Skee, you can go look at his Twitter. Maybe he'll post it. But our guy Tease, our guy Tease on Twitter. Check him out. Support him. He's all the way in that WNBA over there, Who Banging Sports. So check him out.
Shout out to T. Shout out to T.
Yeah, man, Big T. All right, so back to the motherfucking mission tonight, huh? I'm gonna say it. Yesterday when Durrell was talking this shit, I go, man, I'd be a damn fool. I'm right with you, but these motherfucking Warriors, because they pissed me out the night before. I ain't gonna lie to you. Not even getting off the goddamn bus in Memphis, right? Went straight to the barbecue and said, fuck their basketball. But I believe it'll be different tonight, And I ain't gonna lie, I don't like Draymond's fucking Down syndrome ass. I don't like all the bullshit they be doing. I don't like none of it. I don't like whoop that trick, Steph, if he said it or not. I don't like none of the bullshit. Just shut the fuck up and play basketball. Just real talk, Just go out. Draymond acting like he get blown out by 40 and still talking shit, Draymond, and dancing with the crowd. Like, I really don't even want to back these motherfuckers, but I believe the writing is in the pudding. The numbers 8. They begging you. They begging us to bet the Grizzlies, like my man Bobano did
exactly.
say. And man, I'm not mad at that first half. I like it actually, But I did bet the 8. I thought this shit would go up. It actually looks like people are betting the Grizzlies, So full game first start. I agree. Everything I heard from Bobano and Wham, they should jump out on these boys early. And let's take care of the fucking basketball, man. You guys, you get blown out by 40 fucking points, and this shit wasn't close from the start to finish.
They was handing off the ball and shit. They literally
Right.
handed off the ball. Like,
yep.
I mean, the shit was, like it was just as a fan of basketball, let alone if you put money on this motherfucker, it wasn't pleasant to watch unless you went grind sitting all over them and you was feeling yourself, so to say. But yeah, man, I think the Warriors take care of the basketball. I think it's gonna be a big game from Steph Curry tonight. Over 27.5 points, good money. Like I said, I don't really fuck too much in the prop market, but I'm in this competition, so it's got me digging a little more into it. Over 27.5 points, I believe, will be very easy tonight for us, Mr. Steph Curry, the chef. He will be cooking. I believe it'll continue down with Klay Thompson. Look for Jordan Poole to have a game that we've seen a little bit more reminiscent against the Pelicanos. Draymond, you talk so fucking much, so maybe you can show the fuck up. Load up the stat sheet. Let me see a triple-double. I know you ain't going to score more than 10 fucking points, but let me see 10 boards and 10 assists from your motherfucking ass. You talk so goddamn much. But yeah, man, Bay Area, stand the fuck up tonight. Should be Dub Nation from start to finish. They will send Memphis home. They did a great job though, Memphis. They did a great job even losing Ja, and Ja's still on Twitter talking shit, jabbing at Steph. So his ass gonna get sent home from the bench, unfortunately. But yeah, man, it's the Warriors tonight -8. I think that's good money.
All right, Warriors it is as well for Dutch here with this one with the Grizzlies and the Warriors. Yeah, it feels like one of those nights where Steph Curry. This is the kind of spot where we usually often, not always, but often see him go off and have a big night. A closeout game at home. Definitely, I think you could see that here. Well, Klay Thompson was good the last home game. He was, especially not so much game 4. Nobody was great shooting for Golden State at home in game 4, but game 3 in this building, I thought Klay Thompson probably had his best shooting night, but it hasn't been game in and game out have we seen that from Clay in
Right.
this series.
Is it me or does Clay shoot too much?
Sometimes he's never met a shot he didn't like. You're right about
I'm like,
that.
damn, man.
Yeah.
Like, I think Steph should be shooting the ball a little bit more, and Jordan Poole could be attacking the paint a little more. This guy, Clay, gets the ball and shoots it before he even fucking puts the ball on the ground. It's crazy.
Yeah, we just got an issue with it now. It's because he don't play defense now. He's not the same defensively, so we don't let that shit slide
and all those
more.
shots that he was hitting before go in about fucking 8 to 9% less. It feels like, it's like
he started off the last game pretty good. No, I would say that he started off the game pretty good last year. I'm hoping that's the same for this game.
Right, absolutely. He had his moments. No shot on Clay. I'm a big fan of his. Coming back from his injury, I'm just saying, like, when you got Steph Curry out there, like, maybe you don't have to shoot every time you touch the ball. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
No, you're right. It's look. I'm just looking at the numbers game by game in this series. The field goal attempts, Curry and Thompson, they're very close, very similar. Thompson is shooting just about as much as Curry, and in some games even more than him. So
Curry should be shooting 8 to 10 times more than Clay, in my opinion. I'm just saying, Clay's not the old Clay. He's nice, but he ain't the old Clay.
I think he's trying to prove to talk himself into believing he's the old Clay. And that's why I got to keep shooting. I'll get it back. I'll get it back. Well, no, it doesn't always work that way.
Yeah.
Maybe
you don't want to lose the starting job to Poole either,
Yeah. Oh, especially because he's knocking on the door of becoming more and more of an impact in that backcourt, that crowded, loaded backcourt for the Golden State Warriors.
Clay makes too much money to lose it, but you know what I'm saying.
Hey, shout out to AOD, but settle down, man. Draymond is not getting ejected tonight, bro. Just chill out.
Man, we don't need that. We don't need that. If they
settle down
and he wants to do his damn thing, okay. Late fourth, late third, okay. But keep your ass in the game. Like I want to see a Draymond, like a classic Draymond game tonight. Where he's actually throwing the ball to his teammates and not the other motherfuckers, and his teammate not in their head, in their hands, like ready to shoot. This motherfucker.
Game 6 Clay, though. Aaron does say, I do remember that used to be a thing. Game 6 Clay.
Yeah, he gonna show out tonight too. Watch it, because I said some shit. But I'm a big Clay fan. I'm just saying, like, when you got Stephen Curry out there, there's no reason you should be shooting as much as him. There's one person that should have the most shots on that team, in my opinion. It should be Curry by leaps and bounds.
Yeah, definitely. But I think Curry and Jackson are the props I'm interested in. One for each team tonight. Curry for the Warriors and Jaren Jackson for the Memphis Grizzlies. I think he's got to be an offensive difference maker with no Ja Morant. That's one of the guys that has to step his game up at the offensive end. Jaren Jackson for Memphis. And look, he's done that here the last couple of games. So he's the prop player for me with Memphis if I were to get involved in that here tonight from a prop standpoint. All right, great stuff with Dutch and with Wham. That's the Friday slate too. Great games. Great game sixes on paper. Memphis, Golden State, Boston, Milwaukee. Looking forward to it. Reminder, no show tomorrow. Don't ask me at 1 p.m. Eastern, Ian, where's the show? I can't find it. There is no damn show tomorrow, all right? Because this has happened multiple times. So I'm trying to stress this to everybody. No NBA Pub Hub tomorrow. There you go. Don't ask me tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific. Where's the show? Where are you guys?
Get that baseball money.
Yeah,
exactly. Get that baseball money.
Yeah.
Maybe some WNBA out there for you.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. There's lots still going on. UFC tomorrow. NHL's got 3 Game 7s tomorrow, and hockey, baseball. Nice. Lots going on tomorrow. So there's still definitely lots. We're back Sunday, though. Nice. We will be here on Sunday, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern time. And we will be here.
Breaking down the Suns Maverick game.
Yeah, exactly. Game 7. Yeah, the game, says Dutch. The games, says Wham and I. Games.
Plural. You caught that? Oh, you caught that? Okay.
Right. There you go.
We will have, we believe, Wham and I games to break down on the Sunday Pub Hub show. So
does Nets bets.
I caught that. Yeah, good stuff.
There's a lot with y'all. Yeah.
Tried to sneak that in there. Yeah, good job.
Bravo.
Good job, buddy.
That deserves a golf clap right there. Well done. Hopefully our best bets are well done tonight. Best bets, Dutch's freshest look coming up. All right, Southtown 101. When you're in San Antonio, Texas, stop in. Great food, drinks, live music, DJs, karaoke at Southtown 101. Manscaped promo code Pub Sports, 20% off your purchase. Lawnmower 4.0 or any Manscaped product, 20% off with promo code Pub Sports. And MyBookie.ag, NBA playoffs, NHL Stanley Cup playoffs, MLB daily, UFC, USFL, and lots more going on. Make sure you sign up, mybookie.ag, Bitcoin accepted currency for your deposit, mybookie.ag, promo code PubSports. All right, best bets, Dutch's freshest look to wrap it up for this Friday edition and for the week here on the NBA Pub Hub. All right, Wham, we'll start with you. What do you like for best bet?
Best bet for me. Sorry, Dutch. I'm going to go to Boston, man. Well, we're going to Buckstown and where the cheese is at. And I'm trying to get to the cheese, bro. So give me Scott Foster on Friday the 13th. Let's get Boston Celtics money line, man.
There we go. Getting involved with Scott Foster in an NBA playoff game on a Friday the 13th. Man, that is scary. It really is. It makes you feel like there is some kind of curse in the air. But we're going to go with it. Wham liking Boston here, plus 1.5 against Milwaukee. Best bet for Wham. All right, Dutch, freshest look.
Yeah, man. Freshest look, man. We're going straight to Cali, and it's big motherfucking business. Believe it. I believe the Warriors will handle business early and often, but lock up the motherfucking 8. That's good money, man.
There it is. Golden State to roll tonight. -8 against Memphis. Freshest look for Dutch. And my best bet, hey, it worked out. It's not the big bet it was 2 nights ago. Or not 2 nights ago, but 4 nights ago, Game 4 in Milwaukee. I love Boston in Game 4. I like Boston tonight. Don't love them, but I like them. And they're good enough for me tonight to make them a best bet. Boston plus 1.5 against Milwaukee. I think they force Game 7. Celtics plus the 1.5 for me for best bet here on this Friday NBA Pub Up show. That'll wrap it up. Thanks to everyone in the chat for joining us. A great week of shows. Hit the like button on the way out. We appreciate it. And a reminder, we will be back with you not tomorrow, Sunday. We will be here for our next edition of the NBA Pub Hub, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific, right here on Pub Sports Radio. For Dutch, for Wham, I'm Ian Cameron. Have a great Friday night and a great weekend. Enjoy the games and good luck. And we will talk to you again on Sunday, 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific, for another edition of the NBA Pub Hub right here on Pub Sports Radio. Make sure you, by the way, you tune in Razor Sharp Picks. He's got his Friday night extravaganza tonight. There's UFC tomorrow. Tune in with that. Lots going on the channel. And we'll see you again on Sunday, 10 a.m. Pacific, NBA Pub Hub right here on Pub Sports Radio. Dutch, take us home.
Yeah, man. You know where it's at, Pub Sports Radio. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share the video. Enjoy the weekend. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. But, salute to the real ones. Y'all stay fresh, stay blessed. Let's stay putting these motherfucking bookies to rest. Yeah, man.